total body workouts this month. I'm taking workouts I've done on other platforms like Beachbody and in this case AthleanX. This is part of the Beaxst workout I did back in the summer last year, and I'm making them more gym friendly. So here's one of the things with the gym: you don't have the ability to move around. Like if you're doing squats, you can't go do dumbbell stuff because usually dumbbells aren't next to you. Yes, you could probably carry them over there, set some dumbbells next to you. But what if you have to go from a bench fly to a squat? You can't do it because you have to go back to the benches, and you're going to be trying to manipulate equipment or reserve equipment, hold equipment. Something you can't really do when you're at the gym. It just doesn't work. So you have to make adjustments. So ideally, you would do all of the barbell stuff or the barbell leg stuff on the rack. Let's say all the rack stuff all at once, and then you would go do the bench stuff, dumbbell stuff, and then you might go over to the cable machine and do all the cable machine stuff. That's kind of the best way to do it when you're at the gym, because manipulating or reserving equipment and trying to go back and forth doesn't fly when you're at a busy gym. Because, yeah, it doesn't fly. Trust me. You might do it, but it's not the thing to do. Don't do that because people don't like it. I don't like it, and other people don't like it when I do it. I have done it. Trust me. It's not the ideal way to do that. So you won't be able to see because my shared screen thing doesn't work. Then that's a problem with the Streamlabs. Streamlabs is dumb. So you'll see a little black box at the bottom of the right. I'm hoping one of these days they'll fix the shared screen sharing, and you'll be able to see the app. I will be going back and forth between the app. So I apologize. You won't be able to see that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So I've got, I'm going to try and get this done in an hour. Hopefully I'll get everything done. I'm going to try to get in the habit of posting the full workout as transitions, as set up in JFit. I usually use JFit as my app recording or my workout control, my workout log. So I will set that up and I'll try to share it, probably on my Twitter account and Discord maybe. But yeah, let's get started. Now, the first one for this is squat. It's the only one in this workout that's on the squat rack. So I only have to do one, and then I'll be going to do dumbbell stuff. There's a lot of dumbbell items in today's workout. I go pretty light with the squats because, yeah, I don't like squats. But I try to at least make them well-formed, try to build up the muscle. I just feel like squats are one of the best exercises, they say. If you can do the form right, keep it good. But if you're really heavy on weights, you're really it's a high-risk exercise. If you just flinch wrong or just give up the form just a little bit, it can be dangerous. So I prefer to do lighter weights with squats. I kind of get up a little higher, up close to 200. I can do over 200, so it's probably not stressing the legs that much. But we'll call it a Friday squat. So it'll get me started. There are some lunges in here, so you get some other legs. And you do some cable squats, which again are a lot less bad honestly, I prefer the hack squat because it kind of keeps you from moving forward or back, so you can actually get a little bit better stability out of it. Hack squat is a machine, if you don't know what a hack squat is. But anyway, let's do this. We get started, and yeah, let's see where we are. So I'm going to switch over. I'll put now I got to try to figure out where to put this camera so I'm not in people's way, which is something I often am. Alright, so one of the things about being at a gym, running a camera, is not always great. Right. I'm going to start with a 135 on my squat. And we'll just try to focus on form today. What I have to do with squats, I just work on form. Now, part of the problem for me with squats too is my arm is not happy camper. after I injured it. So I don't know. We'll see what I can do. Probably should do hack squats just for that reason. Okay, so this exercise is supposed to be a heavy exercise. It is said that you're supposed to be doing fives. Fives being not necessarily 5 reps, but it's your max, 5 rep max. So, you see I did 15. It's one of the things about doing lighter weight. If you want to get any kind of a work out of it, you have to do heavier weight or lighter, more reps. The Beaxst workout in general is supposed to be heavier weights for shorter reps. So even though we're doing 5 sets, you're doing heavy weights. You're only doing like 5 reps at a time. Since I'm doing squats and I don't like squats, I don't feel like they're very safe. I don't like putting the really heavy weight on my shoulder. I don't trust myself to do it right. I know I don't go low enough because, I don't know, my quads aren't strong enough or something. So I have to consider those things when I'm doing this. So you're supposed to do with these heavy weights or heavy reps, you take longer rests. You want to give your muscles full recovery or as much as possible, usually 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I'm at 90 seconds, so I'm going to start the next set here. Again, I have to watch my right elbow does not like holding this bar, so I got to be careful on how I do this here. So I did 135 on the first one only. I gotta keep moving. Another thing, I keep changing the weights, upping the weights, upping the difficulty, because first set to me is a warm-up. I also don't want to have to do 15 at a time. So in order to do that, I got to keep upping the weight slightly at least. But this workout, again, if you're following true AthleanX, I have to make adjustments for my workout style. I still want to get, 155. It. Okay, so I put it up to 175. I'm probably not going to go higher than this. Probably do somewhere between 10 and 12. But like I said, the whole premise of the Beaxst workout is low reps, high weight, and explosiveness. So we'll be doing some exercises where we're doing jumps and pushes and like you saw me do the other day where I was doing a jump, what do you call it? Clap push-ups, where you basically come off the ground, clap, put down. And then also I did some, you do quick pull-ups where you basically pull fast enough that you can let go of the bar for a split second and grab it again. So there's a number of those explosive exercises in this whole workout. So you do a heavy weight and explosive exercise. It's kind of supposed to be an athletic workout where you build strength and explosiveness so that you can move well in your athletic endeavors. So doing these high reps, oops, we're almost at 2 minutes, we do another set. Okay, so 15 again. Still probably a little too light. We're only at set 3. So let's go ahead and take it up to 195. All right, let's go 200. Nice even round number. It's actually 205, I guess, not an even round number. We're already at a minute. Time flies when you're trying to do it this way. Changing weights in between can burn a lot of your time. So again, if you're doing this workout, usually it's 5 rep max. Right now I'm doing probably a 25 rep max. Well, I started with around a 25, 30 rep max. Probably went to a 20 rep max. I'm doing 15, so this is a lot lower than my max. And now I'm probably in the 10 to 15 rep max range right now. So this is 205 for me. Max just means that's the number of reps you can do with that weight. You can't do more. If you can do more, then your weight isn't quite high enough. You want to actually be lower. So if the max you can do is 11, you're in that 10 to 15 or 14. But if you're 16, you're in a different category. You need to increase your weight. That's the premise of this workout. All right, 2 minutes is up. Got to do my next exercise. Or next lift. Okay, something's wrong. What did I do? Huh. All right. I put a 5 on one side, but it's weird that I noticed that so much. It was only 5 pounds. That's weird. Only 5 pounds, but I really noticed the difference. It felt like it was like 20 pounds. All right. So I did 2. I'm going to stick with that weight for this next one. I'm pretty close to my rep max area. I only did 12 that time. If you keep moving, you'll find your rep max is easier to find. But here's the deal. If you start with your 5 rep max, and you're doing it on the first one, and you keep your sets short, by the time you do the 4th and 5th sets, you shouldn't be able to do 4 and 5. You shouldn't be able to do a 5, because if your max is when you're fresh and you do 5, by the time you get to the end, you might only do 2 or 3. That's kind of the point. You're pushing those limits of what you can do. So don't think, oh well, I can't do 5 this time. Decrease the weight. Nope. Keep using the same weight. It's supposed to get harder. I personally, I never do, especially with things like squats and more iffy, more dangerous workouts, exercises. I won't start with my heavy weights like that. That's 5 rep max is very heavy. And if your muscles aren't like warm and engaged and ready for the workout, it's more dangerous. And it's also harder. You need to get that blood flowing into those muscle groups. So do a lightweight. Maybe do a 6th set. Do a lightweight where you do like 15 or 20 and just kind of warm up. It shouldn't be really all that excessively hard, but you're engaging all the muscles that are involved and getting them kind of fired up. Then don't do it till you burn out. Do a good number, but at a weight you can do that number at. Just enough to get you warm and going. Then you do your lift. Okay, I'm at 2 minutes. I gotta go again. And then do your 5 sets. Now, when you get to smaller weights or like curls and smaller muscle groups and exercises that aren't real dangerous, you can start heavier. It's not going to be as big a deal. Plus, if you're warm, it ain't going to matter as much either. I'm not talking about physically warm. I'm talking about muscular warm, as in you've been working those muscles already. Okay, that's it for squats. That's it for the rack. Time to move on to the next exercise. 205. I did 12 again. Now we're doing dumbbell work. I gotta put the weights on. So we're kind of day to day again. A lot of people using the equipment. So there's really only a flat bench and some free, without no bench, dumbbells in this workout. So the next several are standing Arnold press, which it's the Beaxst workout is just shoulder press, overhead press. I like the Arnold press. There's a little bit more muscle movement, and to me, that's just more quality form. And I like the motion. It's like most things you do in life require motion. You're not just lifting weights enough in a nice even motion. So to me, Arnold press works your shoulders a little bit front and a little bit side, and you're more likely in life to be lifting things in a motion. You're doing something that's not straight curls or straight presses or straight whatever you're doing. You're usually having to move in some way, so you want to build those muscles so that they can do their exercise, do their work in a mobile fashion. So uniform actions don't exist that much. So anyway, here we go. This is another 5 set. Both of these are 5 sets, but we're going to be linked to the dumbbell upright row. And what this one is, let's see, where's it at? Oh, here it is. Okay. Where'd it go again? There it is. Nope. AthleanX. Never mind. Nope. One more page. Okay. So we're doing overhead press, upright pulls. Now this is supposed to be linked with squats in the normal workout, but this is the gym-friendly version, so you can't. And since throwing the dumbbells and the bench and all that stuff together, so we're going to start with overhead press and upright pulls, which are just all they are is upright rows. But he calls them pulls because you're supposed to lead with your hands or your wrists, not with your elbows. So it's not just straight up with your hands staying down. You actually want your hands to come up while you're doing it. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So, it's going to be really hard to keep the camera in a good place for this one, so I apologize. Because there's a lot of people in here today. It's super busy. So Tripp is doing this in a way that can be seen. Okay. I gotta check. So now for the overhead press, the weights are supposed to be 5 rep max, 5 to 6 rep max. And the high pulls are supposed to use the same weight as the overhead press, but you go to failure. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to do a lot of those. All right, so I did 80 on that one. It's probably a little light in both cases, but I'll adjust. I did 80 and 20. I was kind of close to failure on the 20 for the upright row, or upright pull as he calls them, but oops. Okay, so on this next one, I'll up the weight a little bit. I could probably do more than that. Just got to be careful on my presses. I'm trying not to use my legs. So you got to really hold your form. Sometimes you could do them seated. I almost think seated is better for a lot of these shoulder presses. Keeps you from using your legs. So you have to focus solely on the shoulders. You just got to really keep your back straight, keep your shoulders back, keep them down. You know, keep that compressed form, and you should be able to get through it. The advantage of doing standing, of course, is if you can do it without using your legs, there's more core work in it. The stability that's required to keep you in form so you're not rocking. Got to tighten your core and just in your legs, just keep everything tight, and you get more core stability. So it makes it a good workout for that purpose. Sadly, I'm on the wrong side of the room again because I need to go up and wait past 40, and the 45s are all the way on the other side. But there's so many people here, there's no benches down there, so I can't even adjust. So I kind of have to stay where I'm at. So I'm going to just stick with. I really want to change, but oh well, I ain't got time. Let's go to the next thing. It'll get harder as I go, simply because I'm doing more. As long as I keep moving and don't rest too long. Keeping the pulls, minimizing the rest period in there. And I did more of the presses. Again, this is in a sense part of the gym conversion process, right? It's not just about the sets you do, the reps you do. It's about, and the exercises you do, grouping them together. But if you want to get these things done in a reasonable amount of time, sometimes you got to adjust. But one of the key elements to remember with this Beaxst workout, and I think for exercise in general, in fact, I believe Jeff Cavalier, the guy who kind of sets up, owns AthleanX. It's about the quality of the exercise. Okay, so yes, you want to do the heavy lifting, the strength lifting, but it's also about getting maximum bang for your buck. And it's the ones that are hard to do, the final exercises. The first couple of reps don't do much. So at 5, you want all the reps to be mattering because you're burning out by the time you hit 5. But sometimes if you want to adjust your weights, the gym doesn't make that very friendly. Like I said, it's 30 feet to the other side of the room and there are no available benches down there. So that would mean walking across in front of people, grabbing the weights, coming back, sitting down over here, doing the workout. If you have to change the weights again, you have to go all the way back down there, come back. Or if you're down there already and the weight's too heavy, you have to go to the light side. So there's all kinds of adjustments you have to make if you want to keep things moving and just stay focused. Sometimes you just do lighter weights, but you go until you're burned out. Go until it's too hard to do. And if it's just so light, you have to make the move. I mean, obviously you have to go get the heavier weights if you just can't get in range of what you want to do. Like, I don't want to keep doing 20, but I know I'm going to get tired. 20 is not going to be what I keep doing. So many people in here just going down to those other weights. I'd be walking like in front of like 10 people and they're all lifting weights and they're all standing by the dumbbells. Just doesn't work. So all right, let's start this next stage. I don't expect I'll be able to do 20 again.
Back and up versus standing completely straight up, because it's hard for you to if I step to the back then up versus if I'm moving forward just slightly back then up. You feel the difference? Yeah, so back then up, but lean forward slightly. It's easy. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going up to 30. Back to
That was tough. So we did 15 and 10 that time. So definitely starting to feel it.
Just a little bit. Squeeze your glutes a little bit, and you will.
All right, so okay, I think I only did.
Yeah, it goes up to 40 on the top row. And then I want 50 reps.
I did 2. And then pounding is all wrong. I did not do 5 reps on that first one. I did 20 reps. Oh, no, I did do 5. That's right, because I went easy. Then I did 20 here.
You can drop them for a second.
And then I
Give
did
your grip a little bit of a rest.
15.
Yeah. I don't like going straight in. Don't like to
And I did 12. 10. So 2 sets to go, so I gotta keep moving. It's really hard. Let's see if I change the angle of this a bit. There's nobody on this little seated bench over here for now. It's gonna have to be. Hopefully they won't mind.
How's that feel?
Really on this side. I didn't have to do flies next. I wouldn't be worried too much about this. But alright, it's almost 2 minutes. Let's get started on the next set. Okay, if I keep them close together, I'll burn out more, and I'll get more out of this workout.
I always imagine that it helps me. If I imagine that I touch my shoulder to my Yeah, it's on the 11th, so I have, yeah, exactly. My goal is to lose 6 to 7 pounds. So if I can lose 6 pounds, I'm weighing down to 167. And then that would be a week out, and that's just a water load, which is like 3 gallons, 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1.
Can't do any more right. I did do the 15 on the first one, but I only got 6 on the last one. Definitely getting worn. Okay, so I did manage to get to 15 again. That was hard. Then I only did 6. That's got a set to go. All right. Let's try doing this facing this way this time. Let's see if I can get. I will not be able to get to 15 on this one, and odds are less it's going to be even harder. Let's do this. Hasn't even been a minute though. I should probably Give myself a full minute. Full minute on my watch. It's probably been about a minute and 10 seconds because I did log first. All right, let's do this. Trick is to keep moving.
30 minutes.
Yeah. 11. That's all I got there. That's it. 11 and 7. That's it. That's all I got in me, man. 11 and 7 for those two. 11 and 87. Okay. Hey, TL, man. How's it going? Good morning. How you been, man? Okay, so next I'm doing a linked triple link. This is dumbbell flies, dumbbell bench press, and dumbbell lunge. Now the way we're supposed to do these ones, it's a triple link, four rounds. We're going to do a 12 rep max. On the first and last, but you can change your weights, adjust accordingly. But the second one is supposed to be the failure. So got to be careful with failure on the bench. Now, these are supposed to be floor exercises in theory. There's not a lot of room over here. I can't even do floor flies without being in a weird place. And people don't typically do floor flies over here because it's a gym. And unless you're in the floor work area where you have the mat and some equipment over there. There's not very much for this gym, especially. Floor work is a good 75 yards. So you'd be carrying your dumbbells all the way over there. So if you have to get two different sets of dumbbells for your if you have to get two sets for your squats and for your flies or bench stuff, it's going to be pretty much pretty big pain in the butt. Now, if you're at home, it's not to drop to the floor or work on your mat, whatever. So it's easy to do this stuff at home. But again, this is a gym workout. We're not doing it on the floor. We're going to do a bench. So the key element to consider when you're doing floor flies and you're going to try to replicate on the bench is your elbows do not go behind your back. Think about there's a floor behind you and your elbows are getting stopped by the floor. So you're lying on the bench. Your arms should not drop below the bench area. So if you're doing flies, your wrists stay outside of your elbows. Once you're doing the press, it's straight up. Your wrists and elbows stay in line. Your wrists and elbows stay in line on their press up. So you're just going straight up and down versus a fly where you're coming back and doing this action. Hands go out. So, okay, let's get on to this. I'm too much talk, not enough do. Now, this one is supposed to be a 12 rep max, so it's a heavier weight or a lighter weight than we're normally doing. But it's still probably pretty heavy, especially if you can bench, 200, 300 plus. You're picking up some big dumbbells. I don't like picking up 90s. My wrists don't like it. My grip, I can't pick them up. I mean, I can, but it's very difficult. 60-second? Yes, it's one that's got. How did you know I was doing 60-second? Can you see the clock? I didn't think my screen was showing up. screen sharing doesn't work. Hold on, I gotta be right. I gotta get a Kleenex. All right, I gotta get started. Let's get my next flights. I've already been like 5 minutes.
How'd that feel?
Hopefully you can hear me. I walked away pretty far. I don't know if the mic reconnected or not.
If you want to, you can try. And then 25. We'll do.
Getting started.
Sounds good. Next flight should be here. I'll keep doing it.
All right, so now I got to do the failure on this next one, which means it's the same weight, but I may only do a few. I did 12, but I gotta see how many I can do a second. And I'm only doing 4 sets of this particular set of exercises.
Ready? Okay. And then back pull down. 3 sets.
So the problem with doing a failure on the bench is you can't just put your arms down and drop them. You have to actually, you can swing your arm around, but you gotta be careful when you're doing that. "60-second workout routine." I didn't realize I said anything about a routine 60-second workout routine. I am trying to time my work, trying to time my exercises, just because you have to keep moving. But there's a bar across my JFit and a little timer, so I thought you were referring to that. Okay, so I did 150, and I did 12. And I do that same 150. And I don't remember what I did. 10? No. Now we're supposed to be doing lunges. And this one is 12 again. But I have a... I don't know how many I can do with 75, but you're only supposed to be doing 12 reps. Last time I did 90, I did 22 reps, which is a lot of freaking reps. So I'm gonna try to do I don't know. The problem with doing 150 is 75 pounds really burns out my hands and my grip, and I can't do it for very long. Besides, I don't think I'm gonna do 12. I gotta go get a couple more dumbbells. Let's try 50s. All right, I'm gonna do 60s. You know, if you're at the gym, you're there because you don't have the equipment at home, right? At home, I have dumbbells that go up to 52 and a half. So I should probably do something more than 52 and a half dumbbells. Generally, obviously some things you can't, but these are things that I can do more, so I should probably do more. Time's up, I've been wasting too much. I'm supposed to do 12. I'm gonna do something a little different. It's supposed to be lunges where you go back and forth, but I think I'm gonna do one leg at a time. The room is really sparse here. These benches are really close together. With limited room, I'm trying to keep it makes it easier. Like these benches are close together, and I just feel crowded. All right, short rest. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put these heavy dumbbells down. I don't like throwing them on the floor like some people. It just feels wrong. But, all right, let's go. Oh, by the way, thanks for clarifying that you could hear me still after I walked away from the thing. Usually my little mic here will flash if it's not connected, and it's not flashing, so. But still, I've had people tell me they couldn't hear me for one reason or another. I learned yesterday that I can't have sound going into my earbuds. I can't have sound going into my earbuds while I am working out because apparently Streamlabs gets confused and won't listen to me talk if I'm using my headset, which is dumb. try to get this next set in. It's just, oh, I hate working around in such tight quarters. It's like a 3-foot wide space that I've got here to do my squats in. It's so lame. Hey, Max, how you doing, man? I'm taking too long. I'm only supposed to be doing transitional times between exercises, and I'm resting between them. This is supposed to be 3, supposed to be a superset. Fly, failure, leg press, or squats, lunges, whatever. As you can see, I'm not playing by the rules. Let's see, after boxing, felt pretty good. Actually, the abs work I felt pretty good. I mean, I was actually a little sore this morning. I don't get too sore from doing cardio exercise, but I was definitely able to feel a little bit in my upper shoulder, just a tiny bit from the boxing. Usually I go by how I feel that night or the next day. Some days, if it's a really good workout, I'll be feeling it for days. But it's difficult for me to, usually in order for me to get sore over the course of 2 or 3 days, it usually means I haven't been doing that muscle very much in the last couple of weeks. Because if I'm consistent at hitting all my muscle groups, I rarely get sore unless I really hit something hard or in a way that I haven't. Like if I do a high repetition workout, or if I do maybe some form of the exercise I haven't done in a long time. Oftentimes then I get really sore. It's rare for me to get sore anymore unless I really work it. And the way to get really worked is to stop taking really long rests. I'm at a minute 26. And that's only, how many sets have I done? Oh, I didn't even log that set. Let's log that set. So I didn't even log the first one. I did 12. I did, what is it, 120? 120, 12 times. And then I did 150, 12 times again on the bench. And then I did 150. Did I get to 10 that time? I think I only got to like 7 or something. I don't feel like I got to 10. Then I did 120 again. I did 12. Now we're going to do 150. This is only my 3rd set. Jeez, I felt like I did 3. I thought I did 3. I thought I already did 3. Boy, I'm going too slow. Too slow, man. Too slow. Okay. So I probably won't be doing anything over. I'm pretty sure my number is going to start going down here shortly. Getting to 12 is getting hard. Lifting these things up off the ground sucks. All right, press. You need that? That's fine. Go ahead. Okay, so I did. Did I get to 12? I think I got to 12, but I only got to 5 on the second one. And I haven't done the third one. Let's try to do that one over here. So maybe I can do regular lunges if I do it here. That's the thing about doing gym workouts. Constantly navigating around the other people in the gym. Even when you have your own spot. Eight. It's getting tough to reach 12. Okay, last set. I get to actually rest here. This is a real rest point. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a full 90 seconds for this last set. Oh, it's already 7:45, and I've only gotten through two of the supersets. This is only my 10th rep, our 10th set, 9th set. 9th set of 4 exercises. It took me 45 minutes. I'm way too slow. I will post the entire workout today. I'll put it on Discord, and maybe it'll be a link to the workout. I don't know how JFit does it, but I'll put it on Twitter and Discord for those that want to try this if they're at the gym. All right, let's get this next workout. I ain't got time for any more resting. Last set. This weight's so heavy, it's hard to pick them up, especially when you start getting tired. Oh, okay, I did it. Let's go put these things away. Right. Squats or lunges, whatever this is. Eight. But you know what? It was my wrist I gave out. My grip, I couldn't hold the weight any longer. Forgot what I did on this one. 5? Did we do 5? Sure, I did 5. Why not? I only did 8 of this one. Jump squats. That's usually a lot lighter weight. I've never done jump squats with dumbbells. Not double dumbbells like that. Or like this picture shows. He does them on his, or Jeff does them with them on his shoulders. The image here does them with him hanging down like a luggage, like a suitcase lift. I prefer to hold them up. I prefer to hold it in front of me. Now this is the explosive round, I believe, where we do jump squats and what else we do? We're doing 3 sets. Push press and jump squats. It's only double. Yeah. So this is not a shoulder one. See if I can get both of these in at least. The normal workout includes a pulley squat. We're going to do a pulley squat, but that, again, for gym friendliness, we're focusing on keeping things together. So we're going to do a jump squat and the explosive overhead press. Now these are reps that are typically pretty minimal. So jump squats are 30. Oh, okay. Here's between exercise. Use 15 rep max. I don't know what my 15 rep max is. Probably I'll do 50 pounds. Why not? And then for the speed press, push press, 15 rep max also. So it's probably 45, but I got to do 8. So it's still full. This whole place is full. I'm gonna go try to grab some 45s. Be right back. Actually, nope, can't do 60s. Too heavy. I can maybe do 50s, but I think I can do 45s. Besides, it's not my 15 rep. Actually, when I'm fresh, 15 might be my 15 rep max. I'll go grab 50s. Let's see. I only have to do 8. But they are supposed to be explosive. So we'll see how that goes. Let's put these 60s away and I'll be right back. Okay, hope I'm not taking on more than I can chew here. It's still pretty heavy for how tired I am, to be honest. All right, so this is again a consistent 3 rep. We're only doing 2. We're gonna do jump squats and overhead press, which, by the way, I have out of order on this thing. Overhead press supposed to come first, or actually maybe it isn't. Hold on. Yeah, overhead press and jump squat second. I'm gonna do it their way. So these are only 8 reps, I think. Yeah, 8 explosives, 3 rounds. Here we go. On both of them. I'm gonna do 50. I'm gonna use the same 50 on each. So let's see. Hopefully I can get 8 explosives in on this. Explosives means they're not normal presses. It's not steady, but it's a hard press. But you want to keep them controlled coming down. You don't want to just drop your arms. But it's hard press, control down, hard press. So. Oh, I might be able to do 15 with that when I'm fresh. But doing 8 explosives now is brutal. That says I did 100. Oh, it's because it's new. I just created it. Yeah, these are getting hard. All right, so I gotta do jump squats now. The jump squats, I'm just gonna use 1 dumbbell for these. It's a same thing, I think. Yeah, 8 explosives, okay. So here's the thing about jump squats. They're all explosive. I think it's kind of silly that it even says do 8 explosive reps. All jump squats are explosive reps because the only way you're going to get off the ground is if you explode. You're not. If you're going slow and steady, you're not going to leave the ground. So 8 explosive jump squats. I guess you could say, you know, try to jump as high as you can, or you know, you're trying to get a little extra altitude. But ultimately, they're all explosive. Some of them are just maybe less. If all you're doing is leaving the ground by, you know, a half inch, okay, maybe that's less explosive, but it's still explosive. You're still leaving the ground. Hey, KDW, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you do them with weights. You can do them without, obviously. You can do a body weight. But the key element there is, again, like squats, you want to make sure you keep your back straight, keep your shoulders back, keep your head up. It's all about keeping that your core tight and making sure you don't bend while you're doing the lift. You don't want to bend your lower back. Always think about keeping that natural curve in your back. So usually pick a weight. You can, obviously it's going to be a pretty light weight. You can't jump with really heavy weights on, but I prefer the goblet grip. To me, that's my preference. Use a dumbbell you can goblet grip with. Jeff Cavalier puts 2 dumbbells on his shoulders. I don't like that. I have a hard time with that. Plus, when I jump, you know, it kind of moves a little bit, or you know, whack your head with it. It also means it's a little stiffer. Your arms are a little stiffer, so it's harder to hold them up there. So you're almost just doing a shoulder press kind of thing. So, because it's hard to get them up there and rest. So if you do the goblet press, both hands get to work together and you get to focus on the squat. So, and it's a little bit more rested. Your arms are underneath, keep your elbows in, and it's just your arms do less of the work. I just feel like that's the most comfortable for me. I don't think I'd be a fan of the luggage carry one because I feel like, you know, they move too much. I don't want the weight moving around when I'm doing the squat. It is a bit late, but that's all right. Happy New Year to you too. You know, that's okay. It's New Year enough. If you said that in June, it'd probably be a little less. I'd be like, huh? It's a happy fiscal year. Okay. All right. So let's get going. Let's do this next set. I'm taking too long again. It's only 3 sets. I'm wasting too much time. Closing in on my end time. I'm supposed to be done by 8, so I'm probably not getting to the last couple of reps. So we'll be doing the couple of exercises, which is unfortunately the pulley squat and the lip busters or whatever they call them. But I'm going to finish these 2, and we'll call it good, I guess. I will post, like I said, I'll post the whole workout on Discord and Twitter, at least the way I did it, and you can, you know, adjust accordingly. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, explosive reps on the shoulders. I have to do 8. I don't know if I got 8 in me. I'll tell you, even with a long rest, my shoulders are getting pretty trashed. Now you got to remember, bench press still works the shoulders. Granted, it's less of the shoulders, but you're still getting the front delts, and that's so. If you're doing bench mixed in with your shoulder work, your shoulders are going to get trashed. And things you could do at the beginning won't be so easy at the end. I guarantee that if my shoulders are fresh, I could do 15 of these, which means it's at least my 15 rep max. But I'm struggling with the 8 explosive ones. Okay, my rest was too long. I recovered too much for that. 8 explosive jumps. Here we go. Definitely got to keep this rest short. That was too long. Look at the weight wrong on that one. 50. 50. Okay. All right, so one more round. I'm gonna keep this at a minute. I think that's long enough. I think it's probably been too long. These are supposed to be explosive reps. You don't get long rests in between them. In fact, let me go see what he says on what you're actually supposed to do on these. 60 to 90 seconds between complete 4 rounds. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. 90 seconds between rounds. We're almost at 90. Let's get started. I don't want to waste too much time up already. I can tell my shoulders are getting a little stressed, so I should probably be careful. I've got to really work on my form on these next explosive ones. Let's get a drink quick. Oh, we're over 90 seconds. Right. Probably a minute, 50 seconds. All right, my time's up. I'm after 8 o'clock. Sadly, I'll be missing the last couple of exercises. I think there's only 2 or 3 items left, but that's what I get for talking too much. Still wasn't fast enough for my like. Keeping up is not my thing. I'm really not very good at it. Okay, so the items missed. Cable pulling, cable squats, cable high curl, and tricep push down. So 3 exercises missed. They were only 2 to 3 sets. They're pretty small. Basically, on most of those, you're trying to do 30 reps, but you do each one. You alternate back and forth until you do 30 reps of each. So you would just basically do the exercise, many as you can. You start with your 15 rep max, I think, and then you're trying to let's see here. 10 rep max. You start with your 10 rep max, and you want to do 30 reps. So 3 sets might be optimistic. You might end up having to do 4 or 5 because you're going to get tired. And you just go. You just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you don't get to put the weight down. So if you're doing it, you're basically constantly under load. So it gets really, really exhausting. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope to do my Frosthaven scenario this weekend. So check out AthleanX Gamer if you want to watch me play a solo run through of Frosthaven. Also, if you're into minis, check out AthleanX Games on YouTube and Instagram. Check out what the Mage Cage and X Case are all about. They're transportable, expandable, displayable, configurable miniatures case for your painted minis, your gaming minis, your Lego minis, your Hot Wheels, whatever it is you want to collect in there that are 3.5 inches tall, less than 15 inches wide and 2.5 inches deep. But we're going to have a bigger one. We're going to have a Kickstarter that we make harder plastic, bigger units, and some cool inserts that go inside to transport other things like your paints and other cool stuff. So check that out. And follow us on Facebook, Active Minds Games as well, if you want to be part of that Kickstarter and help us out getting that thing to fruition. But that's it. That's it for me. That's a Friday workout. Total body workout 4 for AthleanX's Beaxst workout, converted for gym friendliness. Until next time, stay fit, stay healthy.